two, a human being being sliced into two. Can you imagine such a thing? Biafra is going to emerge as a nation. You know, despite the support of Britain, Russia, Egypt, and some other friends of Nigeria, we all will surely come out as a nation because we are fighting a just cause. Even a little child on the street will tell you this. We shall never go back to Nigeria again. God's grace will surely emerge as a nation. And so, as far as this war continues, we'll fight to the last man.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, His Excellency, ESN, Ekpa Simon Njoku, as he speaks to the Americans, the Biafrans living in America, in this live USA town hall meeting. I present to you His Excellency, Mazi Ekpa Simon Njoku. Thank you.
All right, good evening, my fellow Biafrans all over the world, my fellow Biafrans in the United States. I welcome every one of you this evening from my base, and welcome those of you who have joined this particular town hall meeting today that we usually do every second or every third week of every month to update our people in the United States how far we have gone, what we are doing, and our next move as we get closer to the declaration of the restoration of independent state of Biafra. My supporters, Biafrans in the United States, I want every one of you to remember these three words. Nigerians, we are no more. Southeasterners and the Southerners, we cannot become. And Biafrans, we must be. What are the declaration of the 2nd December meant to achieve? At least it is no longer a question of uncertainty. It is no longer a question of whether we are unsure. But I believe the message of the declaration of the restoration of independent state of Biafra on the 2nd of December 2024 has penetrated even to the bone marrow of the enemies. So the question, and the big question is, what do we intend to achieve? They have mocked us that we are in exile. But what the truth that they are not telling themselves is that we are not only in exile. We are actually more in the homeland than what we are in exile. The truth they refuse to tell, which they continue to deceive themselves, is that every blessed Monday in Biafra land, we demonstrate that we are not just in exile. We also control the homeland. The truth they have not told you is that whenever we issue any declaration on either civil disobedience or the forceful lockdown of the Nigeria state institution in Biafra land, like we have declared from the 28th day of this August to the 26th of September, those who call us government, those who say we are in exile, will start crying. They will start all manner of propaganda, panicking, sending military terrorists in our land to try to, see whether we can change our mind, thinking that by killing our people, the pressure will, force us to change our mind. These are the things that they are not telling those gullible, idiot criminals in Nigeria that are believing in one Nigeria just because they have found themselves in a safe haven where they can commit crimes, international crimes and cyber crimes, and they will be bragging in their various communities for making money through crime. So they lie to themselves. that, oh, don't listen to him, they are just in exile. Yet, each time we make any pronouncement, it becomes a problem to them. So, the big question is, what do we intend to achieve from the 2nd of December? My supporters in the United States, Biafrans in the United States, we have at least 2 objectives. We want to achieve 2 things from this 2nd of December declaration. These 2 things are the delegitimization of the Nigeria state within Biafra land and the legitimization of Biafra government within Biafra land and beyond. Our declaration will cover all grievances against Nigeria, the injustices against Biafra people by the Nigeria state, the harms suffered by the Biafra people within Nigeria. This has a standard way of delegitimizing Nigeria as an existing state and, of course, legitimizing Biafra as a new independent state. These grievances, the Biafra government have constituted a committee called the Declaration Drafting Committee that is putting and penning down every grievances we have against Nigeria. And there is the latest one, which is the student loan. Many of you have seen in the news that they have approved a student loan from every geopolitical zone, but they excluded Southeast, part of Biafra. That is technically accepting partially the declaration that is coming on 2nd of December. They're already telling us to go. But what they have refused to understand is that they don't define our map. We define our map. It is not them. They are still using the colonial mentality of giving them the demography, changing the demography for them. This is 21st century, where the people are wise and we know our boundaries. We know our land. You don't tell us where our land is and come from Yoruba land to tell us where your boundary ends, or come from the Fulani Caliphate to tell us where your boundary end, our boundary end. No, that was then. During the time of Usman Danfodio and during the time of Babangida, where you use your military degree to do whatever you want. This time around, it is not going to work like that. We know our boundary. Our boundary has been defined by the Biafra government. Our state and institutions has also been put in place by the Biafra government. So our declaration is going to state very clearly the grievances we have against Nigeria, why Biafra has come to become a remedy. Now, I use instances always, making references to the United States. Just as in the 1776 of the U.S. Declaration, when they become a new state, then they presented this particular new state of the United States as the only remedy, the listed grievances for them to declare the independence of the United States. Biafra will be presented to the world as the only remedy to the insecurity that Nigeria has created in quest to bring Islamization of Nigeria and, of course, that turn Nigeria into Islamic State. We are going to present Biafra government as a remedy to the United States, to the West, and to every other world power that cares to know. Part of the grievances will be the killings by the terrorists and the high-level corruption and political crisis that Nigeria has found itself today without any solution. Since the last election, which the European Union condemned, which the United Nations condemned, which the America condemned, and faulted everything that has to do with the result of the last election. Yet, they are recognizing the criminal who call himself Tinubu as the president. Because Nigerians are stupid. Nobody rise up against, because everybody have been captured and enslaved. with terrorism if you do the killing, the assassinating. That's why many of them are bragging. Whenever we talk, they say, Samanaka, come to Nigeria so we believe you. Do you know why? Because they think that we are going to be as stupid as those people that have killed in the past. Kensaro Wiwa, should we start mentioning them? Anybody that rise up to challenge the impunity of the Nigeria state, the terrorist state, they eliminate the person. What is the other name? The Yoruba man, Gani Fawemi or whatever is called. He was assassinated. These are people who think they can make changes within the Nigeria state. It's impossible. Even this criminal called Tinubu, he ran away. He would have been killed by the military administration then, because he thought that he can move, have any political movement, you know, to change whatever he want to change then, before he came back to become the governor. He ran away to exile. And probably France, because I know he has a very good relationship with people in France. Now, just like the United States, we are going to present Biafra after 2nd of December as the only remedy to the political crisis in Nigeria today. We will present Biafra as the only remedy to the upsurge of terrorists in the Sahel. I am telling you, nobody will see what we are doing today as a government in exile and don't give us that particular opportunity. We have proven beyond reasonable doubt that Nigeria as a failed state, the only remedy that will save the life of people and also save the interests of the West, because no matter how you want to say it, we still have to protect the interests of the West, which goes a very long way in making sure that our society still remain in a sane, we still remain in a sane society, both in conflict-wise, insecurity-wise, national security, and what have you. So Nigeria no longer function as a law-governed state, capable of resolving its current political and economic crisis. My people of Biafra, our declaration in December is providing a remedy, providing alternative to the Biafra people and to the world, and to those who have business interests in the area, in Sahel region, and in Nigeria as a whole, because this is going to affect them positively. So Nigeria have found itself in a situation where they have become incapacitated. They are not capable of resolving every crisis that they are facing today. So the state is already a failed state. So what are we going to do in December 2nd? Our declaration will offer solution. And like I said, remedy, remedy, remedy to the economic crisis, to the insecurity, to the upsurge of terrorism, and what have you. And we believe that those who supported Nigeria to commit genocide against Biafrans in the 60s must be very ashamed of themselves today. Though we can see that many of them who are very corrupt, I am talking about those in America, for example, like, you know, some of them we have seen removing Nigeria from the list of, you know, special interest of a state that you know, have committed crime against Christians, for example. Those who remove Nigeria without investigation, you know, they are struggling very hard, trying not to look stupid by their continuous support for the Nigeria, even when they knew that Nigeria is already a failed state. The more they try to revive Nigeria, following their fake diplomatic ties, and the more Nigeria will continue to fail them. So, my people, there is no two ways about it. This time around, we have come to outsmart the nomadic system of Nigeria. And of course, our aim and objective is to bring and restore true democracy in Biafra land, which will affect the entire region. After December 2nd, we will move to the next level, which I call the phase 2 of the Biafra liberation, which this phase 2 will see the establishment and the activation of the state institution within Biafra land, which is already functional as I speak. That will take over the Nigeria state functions, will take over the functions of other institutions from the Nigeria state, and that is the part of the delegitimization of Nigeria. And by announcing The United States of Biafra commitment to several international sanctioned principles, policies, and international recognized organization that Nigeria never had. We are going to make sure we approach every international organization that Nigeria has violated their treaties with impunity, providing Biafra to them and presenting Biafra as a remedy and alternative. With what we have done so far, we have been able to prove beyond reasonable doubt that you can't forge any document in Biafra and present it anywhere. We have eliminated the possibility to forge document, unlike the runners and all the criminals in Yoruba land are doing. That's what they do. They make a living by forgery. So my people in the United States, for those who are very, very unsure of what will happen after December 2nd, I am telling you now, giving you a hint. Our declaration of independence or declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra will be expected to legitimize the Biafra government in the eye of other non-terrorist states. This is going to take a very long time, and it requires many diplomatic approach, political approach, and of course, it also requires commitment from the Biafra government, which I believe we are not shaking from that end. In turn, we will be expected to recognize Biafra, and we don't care how long this will take. This kind of legitimization of Biafra state will be culminated in the quest or in our request or appeal to other states and international organizations to recognize the independence of Biafra. Our grievances that we expected to be listed on the declaration document has been drafted or has been drafted by our committee on the declaration of the declaration drafting committee will include the grievance declaration, the institutionalizing declaration, and the commitment declaration. I want you all in the United States to listen to this. Very, very important. We are going to have 3 major grievances in our declaration document. And so, if you don't know what we are doing, we are fighting Nigeria academically, we are fighting Nigeria with brain, we are fighting Nigeria physically, and we are fighting Nigeria with gun. So let me repeat it again. I said, the declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra will cover 3 major grievances. One is grievances declaration, institutionalizing declaration, and the commitment declaration. And this different declaration will be elaborated during the time of our convention in Finland. So when you come to Finland, you are going to have first-hand information, and you are going to read the history, be part of the history, and say where the history is happening, so that you will not say they told you, or you will not say you watch it from the social media. No, you are going to be there. Those who are privileged to come to Finland, you will be there to witness this thing yourself, how it is done. So, and then after that, you know, when I made a video the other day to explain to Biafrans, we will be expecting that immediately after the declaration, the police will disappear from Biafra. No, the military will disappear. Of course, most of them use it to do propaganda, which doesn't move us. Because the thing is that they don't know what we are doing. They don't have the information, and they will never have the information. And even if they do, they will never support Biafra. And we don't expect everybody to support Biafra. Like I've said previously, even this Finland, when they voted 88 over 100, you know how many that voted for Finland Declaration of Independence. So what I'm trying to say is that the United States, those Biafrans in the United States, all of you must understand that the declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra in December is going to come with a heavy Edward Cannon to the enemies, both the outside and within. Yes. And so we are going to be taking a little bit step forward to the Edward Cannon that is happening presently. It is a must. So those who think that Simon Ekpa is laughing at them or laughing with them, my brother, don't look at this laugh and this face. I have always warned, if you follow this face, you'll be deceived. I am not here with a clean eye, fighting for Biafra, fighting against Nigeria Islamic State, fighting against the terrorist state of Nigeria, Ejira Anyoma, and Osa Nigeria. Don't look this face, it will deceive you. I want to assure you that in the coming weeks, on this lockdown of Nigeria institution, is going to be a litmus test of what is to come. We will continue to prove to Nigeria terrorist state that they have lost every legitimacy to govern anybody in Biafra territory. That's our target. There is no other target we have. The reason why this 1 month lockdown of Nigeria institution in Biafra land is to prove to them that they have lost the legitimacy. And if they try to bring those terrorists to kill our people and put it on Biafra people who are ready to take it upon them or take it with them, we are not going to move any inch backward, in the sense that when they try to kill people, they say, oh, Simon Ekpa put the lockdown, they are locking. That is what. If you make yourself a willing tool, you have yourself to blame, and your family will ever regret allowing you to be used as a propaganda machine by the Nigeria state. Nothing is going to come out of it, I promise you. Do not fall a victim of the Nigeria state because of your hatred for freedom. Do not fall a victim of the Nigeria state because of the peanut you receive from the secretariat. Secretariat will be raised in time to come. I am telling you, we are still watching them. Let any secretariat open and you see what Biafra is going to do to that secretariat. That land belongs to us, and we dictate and decide how we use it. And after that, we will rebuild our land. So Biafra government needs your support to make sure that we achieve this particular step-by-step delegitimization of Nigeria until December, when we will have our convention in Finland. Thank you from here, and may God bless you. I don't want to waste your time. And let us go to the main program that we have today in the United States. I love all of you.
PM.
Una fuga de bataluga.
Nigeria is dealing with a wrong generation.
Yes.
I promise them that. Very wrong generation. After this, Biafra, liberation, if they hear Okechukwu, they hear Njoku or Onagise, they will know that they will have some kind of reservation. Media team and the United States of America, the Biafrans in the US, over to you. I will be watching and listening. I'm ready to answer any question, please. If you have any question that to ask me, I will be here to address. But remember that the most important thing here is that we must, support the Biafra Defense Forces, and of course, many other activities that we are doing, including the lobbies, including other agency fees, consultation fees, and all that the government is. How we even do this is what I don't know. I am telling you the fact. I am telling you, but God is wonderful. I used to tell the Minister of Finance that, I don't know how this is happening, but every project, we're executing them. Sometimes it's difficult, sometimes, but believe me, how we do this, I don't know. I really don't know. But I know that I catch you there. That's why everything is possible. Thank you all for supporting, and we remain consistent in what we do, and Nigeria will continue to cry. There one.
All right, thank you so much. Your questions may come now.
Yeah, sorry, can I just throw this question, please?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, sir. But my PM, sir, I remember you've always told us, the day Biafra will come, and then you have a 5 years project to restore Biafra. And suddenly, and you also told us that you will bring Finland to Biafra land. And while I was listening to Alexander Stubb today, I discovered that he told the Ukrainian people that they fought for their own independence from 1939 to 1944. And I decided to take my calculator. It was 5 years. Keep myself, sir. Is it by happenstance or by divinity that you are working so hard to make sure that ours also becomes 5-year project. We have seen it, play out, and it's almost coming to pass. It's a question that I'm really interested to hear from you, sir.
I know that many of you will do that. I know that many of you will take your calculator after watching the President of Finland's speech to calculate how many years. And so I'm not surprised that this question is coming. But as you know, everything about Biafra is divine. When I make that proclamation, I did not even consider how many years Finland fought. That is the fact. I didn't put it in the list of consideration, But before joining the Biafra struggle, I undergo different, different spiritual thing, So on my own, it is not just something that I wake up. When I came, I came. When I came out, I came out. And those who followed the beginning, the first time I ever made any video on social media about Biafra, I said that Nigeria, it is time to bring out your best. I know why I made that comment. And of course, those who were fighting with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu then, some of them who knows me very well in Finland, I didn't know that these were actually just a political pressure group. Like now you can see the difference between freedom fighting movement and the political pressure group. Political pressure group, they are, and Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was fronting himself as a leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, hoping that the people following him are actually following him for the same purpose. But today, you can see that God have exposed them. You can see that they are now romancing Nigeria. You can see that those things they were accusing me of is actually what they are doing. You can see that today they are telling you how Nigeria is a sovereign state and all that. They are recognizing Nigeria as a sovereign state. You can, so these are the things that, I'm a little bit deviating because these are just something connected. So what I have to tell you is that when I made that statement, I did not consider Finland 5 years of war with Russia. I remember that that's a different thing. Remember that Finland, 5 years, it was 5 years of war. It was not actually 5 years of agitation. So it's a different thing. So if we would begin to calculate Finland, independence move, it dated back to 18 something, okay? Like the other day, I tried to explain the fight for independence. And one thing you should know is that before Finland got independent, they have some kind of autonomy. That's what people don't know. They actually had some kind of autonomy. They have some kind of autonomy that they were able to check how they can govern themselves. And that's exactly what we have actually replicated so far by creating the de facto government. And Nigeria don't know what we are doing, So, and we can see how it has worked. We have also tested it by the exile government. Finland did not have exile government, like we are having now, even though other countries have exile government and all that. So it is something that that just, is just a divine statement I made. And I'm following that statement, the December, this declaration, so many people don't know how this declaration is going to happen and what we expect to, how we are going to move very fast after that. But maybe when they will be watching the program live, and then the rain will begin to fall. Because the program alone, I don't want to say what we're going to do, but believe me, I believe you're going to be here in Finland. You are going to have
yes, I'm going to be there live and direct.
You're going to have a special task. You're going to have a special task, in the meeting.
Yes, sir.
I will tell you when you come. So because I want this particular one to be captured. It's going to give a shock wave. Well, what you're going to see when you come to Finland. I don't want to say it here so that, but let it be like that. So yes, 5 years is 5 years and 5 years is this year. It's actually ending this December. So this December, after the declaration, we move to the phase 2 of the liberation of Biafra, which is fighting to recognize Biafra government and at the same time, delegitimizing Nigeria with the authority given to us by the Biafra people, over 50 million voted already. You can't ignore that. Nobody in this world will ignore the number of votes we have gained from the self-referendum. It is already in Wikipedia, approved by Wikipedia. You can never ignore it. The more they try to look down on what we are doing, the more we get validity and legitimacy from the outside world. You're going to see it happening. So when they were telling you, nobody's supervising it, where is the UN? What is happening today? Are the think tank not reporting it? Are the, many institution, policy-making institution in the world not reporting the Biafra self-referendum? They don't know what is coming. Just watch and see. We have outsmarted Nigeria, and there is nothing that will make Nigeria not to break up. And I'm leading this breakup of Nigeria. Thank you.
Yes,
Obatobi, you are welcome to United States of America. We greatly appreciate the effort you are making in trying to make sure that we have our freedom. Sorry, I am not in the house, in the Massachusetts house. This is Prince CK calling from United States of America. But I still have to join because I know what we are doing that is very, very important. I just have a question to ask. This question is this. What do you think, Obatobi, could be the intention of Nigerian government trying to limit Biafrans as a Southeast, even when they know that Biafra is beyond Southeast? Because by their action, and if you look at, just like you said, a lot of things they are doing, which indirectly they are telling us that they have recognized that Biafrans are going. By everything they are doing, they are trying to remove Southeast in it. And they know that Southeast, Biafra is far beyond Southeast. What do you think would be their intention, sir?
Their intention is just as stupid as them. That is exactly what there is no intention. The point is that it is even good they are doing it. They think that the Biafra we are fighting is the Biafra of when they created the 6th geopolitical zone. First of all, the 6th geopolitical zone was a fraud. Nobody voted for it. So they don't know where we are coming. One thing is that, Nigeria is looking, they don't look beyond their nose in this whole thing we are doing. They are looking at our faces. They're looking at Ojukwu failed. They're looking at Biafra failed. In the 60s, they're looking at the 3 million children that died. So they were, they are still taking us for a joke. And I like it because, if they had taken me very seriously when Mazen Andikara was kidnapped, maybe, who knows? But, so I like the fact that they enjoy my dancing, enjoy my, my laughing and making all those content creators they call me. I like it. So let us continue to take us as a joke, like this is just for Southeast. Well, I will not say much. But the promise I'm making to the Biafra people and to them is that we have a map, okay? We have a well-defined map of Biafra, undisputed. So we are not just fighting for Biafra on the basis of the 6th geopolitical. So it's a fraud. It was not the agreement of the entire people. So we have our history. So we are going back to 1914. That's where we are going. So it's not the 6th geopolitical zone of yesterday or Obasanjo yesterday. No. So we have a map. I will not allow these people to continue to change the demography for their own interest. So we have a map, and that's where we are. And the reason why they are already giving us the Southeast like they are doing is because of the activities, which is somehow limited to the part of the Southeast. But I'm telling you, after December, we will shock them. Just watch and see.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Prime Minister. And I want to appreciate the good work you are doing. And we believe God will help us to achieve our country. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Luma, over to you.
Yeah, greetings, my fellow Biafrans, and all protocols observed. Welcome, His Excellency Mazi Simon Ekpa to the United States. Running out of time to go to work. That is why I just put up my hand for me to make my updates. So without wasting much of your time, yes. My update goes like this. Nonye Omilipe 250 Ejema.
I hope utmost success. Start over again. Dear Honorable Prime Minister Simon Ekpa and Nandi Kanu, you're strong in every single way. I hope utmost success for the freedom of Biafra as the country grows in its economy and culture. You both are strong, worthy, and wonderful. I've never seen any more determined person that's more brave than you. I hope someday Biafra will become a strong country with many men to fight and serve. The wonderful country of Biafra. I believe Biafra will become a strong and powerful country. One day, Biafra will be known as power and strength.
Thank you very much. We will definitely be one of the powerful country, and you, the young one, will sustain it. Remember that. Remember that we give a lot to fight for this freedom when it comes. And you must do everything to protect this freedom and sustain the prestige that we are building today. You must understand that. Very, very important. The young ones must make sure that they understand the importance of freedom.
Yes, Mr.
Thank
you. Thank you. That's a beautiful poem. We're proud of you, children. Thank you.
Superstars Media.
My people, my Biafran people, how on a day today? I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending from where you're listening to the sound of my voice. My people, no time for introduction for this one. I will go straight to the point on this one. Thanks to our Prime Minister for showing us this video, reminding us about the history, reminding us about those who were there in the Biafran war, those who could give the real eyewitness account. I call it an eyewitness account because so many a time your Zoom military and your Zoom media, they refuse to broadcast or give a true narrative of what happened during the Biafran war. You will hear this man you are seeing in this video. He will speak about the bombers, those dropping bombs in Biafra land. They will stay in Kaduna in a hotel. He was there with them in a hotel. They will fly their plane and drop a bomb in Biafra land and fly back to Kaduna. Lord have mercy. Make we hear this man's story. This one touched me well. If you are ready, let's go there. I will break it down. Listen.
But I first showed up in Nigeria in February of 1967.
Hold it there. He first showed up in Nigeria in the month of February and in the year 1967. The month of February and in the year 1967. Don't forget, case in point, 1967 was when we had the war. Don't worry, at the end I will play the whole video, but I need to educate you guys, please, with all due respect. I have to go in depth in this one. Let's continue. 1967, don't forget, in February 1967, few months before the Biafran war. To call a spade, even though this man likes us, I heard during that time say so many mercenaries, they were coming into Biafra land. They were coming into Nigeria. So many mercenaries. They were being paid by the Gowon government. But I will give this man the benefit of the doubt. But there is something this man said when it can make me think twice. Even though now he's a good man, his eyes open now. He now sees that the Biafrans had the right to ask for their freedom. But I'm going somewhere with this. Watch this.
What? It was 2 months before Odemeg.
Take it back. Listen.
But I first showed up in Nigeria in February of 1967. What? It was 2 months before Odemegu Ojukwu decided he wanted to have his own country.
2 months before Ojukwu said he wanted to have his own country, which is Biafra. This man showed up 2 months before Ojukwu said he wanted to have his own country. Let's continue.
Wow, you were in Nigeria right before Biafra. Right before the Biafran War started. What? I lived in Kaduna then.
Boom! He lived in Kaduna. Do you not see what I was talking about? So many mercenaries. My father told me because he was there during the Biafran War. So many mercenaries were trooping into Biafra land. And for the fact that 2 months before Biafra War, this man came to Nigeria and he was based in Kaduna. You see me, I have a critical, analytical mind, Oyibo. Now, make we hear what this man talk. Now he's a born again. Sometimes a bad guy can turn to a good guy. Yes, he's giving us the story. He's giving us the account. But do not assume that the person who is telling you the story is a good or a bad guy. No. In most cases, just take the story. You eat the meat and spit out the bone. Learn to eat the meat and spit out the bone. Respect to our brother Ikechukwu who is doing this video. He's a rapper as well. Respect to him. Learn to eat the meat and spit out the bone. But me, I am going in depth on this man's account because my father told me during those days, say, so many mercenaries came to Nigeria to get job. The Russians, so people came. They got contract from the zoo government to buy the Biafran people. Those who could fly jets, those who could fly small aircraft, and all those things. So this man is giving you a story that when he came 2 months to the Biafran War, he was based in where? Kaduna. Kaduna. Kaduna again. Kaduna. Let's continue.
Wow, you were in the north.
Take it back a bit. Listen, listen.
War started. What? I lived in Kaduna then. Wow, you were in the north. I was in Kaduna and there were mercenaries there.
Boom! I was in Kaduna and there were mercenaries there. Mercenaries, these are experts in their field. Men trained to work as lone commandos or whatever. Military experts for hire. A hitman for hire. A killer for hire. A commando for hire. A military man for hire. That's what he's talking about. A pilot. Oh my God, you guys don't understand. Even the pilots, they were for hire during the Biafran War. Gowon did us dirty. Gowon did us dirty. But let's take it back. Make we hear what this man talk. Listen to what he said. I'll take it back. Listen.
Right before Biafra. Right before the Biafran War started. What? I lived in Kaduna then. Wow, you were in the north. I was in Kaduna and there were mercenaries there at a hotel called the Hamdallah Hotel. They'd get up in the morning, have breakfast, they'd fly over Biafra, drop bombs, and be back in time for lunch.
Boom! He was living in a hotel. There were mercenaries there, and their job is this. In the morning, they wake up, they fly a helicopter, they drop bombs in Biafra land, and they fly back to Kaduna in the hotel. Now, why I'm saying this man might have a hand in it, or he was just a young boy who's a mercenary looking for money. Because during those days, people, they be mercenaries to make money. When they observe the opposition, not too strong, they would take the risk and be a mercenary. He just told you he was in a hotel. And in that hotel, there were mercenaries living in the hotel. And during breakfast, they will have their tea, fly the plane, fly the jet, go and drop bombs in Biafra land. Then they fly back to Kaduna. How did he know about this story? It's two ways. It's either those mercenaries doing those things, they were being jovial to him, and they were telling him what they were doing. Or he was part of those guys. They call them the brothers with arms. Brothers with arms. He may be one of the mercenaries, but now he has turned a new leaf and he's telling us the story. So respect to him for at least telling this guy called Ikechukwu the story. For those who don't know the Ikechukwu, the voice you are hearing from the background, he was a rapper in Nigeria back then. He sang the song, My Name is Ike Chuku. You know, back in the days, these were all my peers back in the days. So I know him very, very well. But I thank God, say God has used Ike Chuku to get this man to spill these beans. He's spilling out the beans of what happened. Something that your zoo government would not tell you about. It was not written down in your history. It was not documented in your history. Even your military, your media, your dirty gutter media, your Nigerian media, they refuse to tell you what happened. They made you to assume that it was a war between the Nigerian military and the Biafrans. No, they had mercenaries, experts in the field, and we stood our firm. We stand them. We had a standoff for 2 years. We held our own for 2 years, or even more than 2 years, going to 3 years. We held our own. We held our own. But I thank God, say this man now, he's telling us the story. Respect to our Prime Minister for bringing this one out, and I had to do some more research to get the whole video. So I'm giving you the whole video today. Let's take it back. Mercenaries, listen.
At a hotel called the Hamdallah Hotel, they'd get up in the morning, have breakfast, they'd fly over Biafra, drop bombs, and be back in time for lunch.
Wow. Wow. This is just wow.
And then since then, lots of changes.
Yeah.
No more 4 regions. 12 states. Then they went to 20 states. Yeah. Now they've got 37 or something.
Boom! To show you he's a scholar, to show you he knows what he's saying. He's now saying, and since then, a lot have changed. No more 4 regions. They went to 12 states, then 20 states, and now they've got 37 states. It shows he's also counting Abuja as part of the states. He's trying to, to solidify his knowledge, to let you know he knows what's happening in Nigeria, to break it down as a stakeholder when it comes to the knowledge and information of Nigeria. He said, and then a lot of things have changed. They went from 4 regions. Wow, really? Okay, they went from 4 regions to 12 states. From 12 states, they went to 20 states. From 20 states, now I believe they have 37 states. To break it down, not only this, so this man, because I believe what happened to him is this. When he saw all the pain, when he was dropping those bombs, you see me, I come with a spiritual something because I was there in the Biafran war as a soldier. They pied me during that time, but my spirit is back. For those who don't know, make sure they hear now. I was there during the Biafran war. They pied me during that time, but I am back because I see these things all the time. Almost every night when I'm sleeping, I am seeing images of the Biafran war. So what this man is saying now, to me, I believe he was one of those mercenaries, because mercenaries, they don't have a dog in your fight. It's all about the money. Show me the money, I show you we're gone. That's all they are doing. Mercenaries don't care who is wrong or right. They are coming for a contract. They are contractors. Now they call them the cleaners. Mercenaries are coming to do a job. You give them the contract, they do their job, and they're back home. But I believe this man now saw what happened. He was taken aback. He did his job quite all right. He was based in Kaduna doing his job quite all right. But when he saw what happened at the end of the Biafran war, he said, no, these people, they are good people. And this man now moved back to Nigeria, but this time in the Biafra land. You see me, I go show us something today. What we are doing is spiritual. This man, as a mercenary, he did his job, he left, but he came back. Because, that thing sometimes, if your mind not this strong, if your mind not there your back, when you see people then when you don't buy, the spirit is going to draw you back. If your mind is not strong, when you are by the people and innocent people, you will be troubled at night. And before you know it, as a form of restitution, you may travel down there. You may go there and publicly, declare what you have done and ask for repentance. In most cases, Now, make una hear what this man can talk. Make una hear. Listen.
12 states. Then they went to 20 states. Yeah. Now they've got 37 or something.
This is crazy. This is incredible. This is incredible.
And I was there when Murtala Muhammad was assassinated. I remember when they caught Dimka.
Yeah.
It was around Abakaliki.
Abakaliki, yeah.
He was trying to dress as a shepherd, I think, and running off toward Cameroon.
Boom! He said, to give you a historical background, he said he was also there when Murtala was spied. When Murtala Muhammad was spied, he was there in Nigeria. And he was also there when Dimka was caught, because Dimka was trying to escape. He dressed like a woman trying to escape through Calabar. But those around him, they set him up. And before you know it, they caught Dimka. This man he knows his onion. He knows what he's talking about. Let's continue. He will also break down even the food where we the chop. He will tell us, say, the best beer in Nigeria. No be Star Lager beer. Now what they call the Golden Guinea. Biafran beer was the best beer. Those who are saying the Biafrans, we are nobody, we are this, the Igbo man must go. Even when it comes to beer, now our beer be number one. Golden Guinea. Compared to Star Lager beer. But somehow we fell back. Because we believed in this Nigerian thing. And we left what we should be doing. And we're trying to reunite with Nigeria. But hear what this man said. Listen.
And the best beer in Nigeria is not Star beer. And the best beer in Nigeria is not Star beer. The best beer is in Umuahia.
What's it called? Golden Guinea?
Yes, Golden Guinea.
Boom! The best beer is not Star beer. The best beer was brewed in Umuahia. Then I asked him, what is it called? Ikechukwu asked him, what is it called? Is it Golden Guinea? He said, yes, Golden Guinea. But the Zoo media, they don't like anything from Biafra. They are angry with us when we are doing well. They came with the propaganda. They say, Star, shine, shine, bobo. And somehow we forgot about Golden Guinea. But Oyibo man, who was a mercenary during those days, has just told you, say, and the best beer. Nobody asked him this question. But to prove a point, they said, and the best beer is not Star. So Oyibo, they are very good when it comes to tasting of wine, spirit, and alcohol, and the rest of them. Nobody asked him this question. He said, and the best beer is not Star. It is not Star Lager beer. But everywhere in Nigeria now, I beg, give me Star, yeah. Give me Shashai Bobo. Yeah, 2 bottles. Let it go around. 2 more, bring 6, come. Now we are saying Star. But the best beer, according to this white man, because when we say it, they say the Biafrans, we are criminals, we are liars, the Igbo must go. All those nonsense. He just told, he said, the best beer is not Star. Nobody asked him to say this thing. He said the best beer was brewed in Umuahia. I said, really? Is it Golden Guinea? Yes, Golden Guinea. You know, NDL. Make una hear more. Listen more.
Golden Guinea and Umuahia.
Wow.
And the worst beer is in Kano.
Boom. And the worst beer is in Kano. Kano State. It means even during those days, beer was allowed in Kano, but they were doing the worst beer. They were brewing the worst beer. You see, until Sharia came and changed things around. You see, this is how you know your history. Sometimes when someone is giving a narrative, you can now put a timeline and understand what was happening during that time. Nigerians, you guys must learn. These guys that believe in one Nigeria, please, you must learn how to break things down. From someone's story, you can put a timeline and tell what is happening, the events during that time. He just said, and the worst beer is from Kano. Nowadays, beer is haram in Kano due to their Sharia law and all those things. But it tells you, during the time this man was speaking, perhaps during the 60s and all that stuff, beer was being brewed in Kano. They were getting revenue from Kano. But this Fulani cabal that came to destroy Nigeria, they came with their Sharia law and they turned things around. Do you now get it? You must learn to put a timeline. When someone is talking and they make a good point, take your mind back. Take your mind back. Put the timeline. You can now tell what was happening during that time. Oh my God. I'm too much, man. Let's continue.
Great statesman of Nigeria.
Nnamdi.
Along with Awolowo and Tafawa Balewa.
Wow.
You know your history?
I do, and sounds like you do too. I know my history. I'm not a Gen Z or a millennial. I know my history. Respect to Ikechukwu. That's the guy speaking. He's telling him, say, hey, I know my history as well. Even though he's blown away, he's surprised. He's baffled. Say, how can this Oyibo man carry me on Uber, telling me all these things? I have to bring my phone out to video you. But this man asks him, do you know your history? Because this man knows they've taken the history out of the classroom. But we thank God say, Ikechukwu knows his history. Those who are shouting the Igbo must go, or Moibo, they don't know their history. They've allowed a politician, a foreign politician, an interloper, an intruder that took over Lagos since 1999, and due to selfish interest, he's still holding Lagos by the neck, putting governors. He's now a god in Lagos. And through his tribalistic affairs, he has destroyed, he has poisoned the mind of those we call the Afonjas. That right now they say the Igbos are the problem. Despite you have never had a war, a conflict with the Igbos. You've always been the aggressors against the Igbos. Every land the Igbos have in Lagos or in Yoruba land, we bought it. If I buy your house, if I bought your land, why are you coming to me and you are angry with me? I paid you money. I paid you hard currency to buy that land. Why are you angry with me? In a transaction, there is always a buyer and a seller. Why are you angry with me? But those who are coming with their AK-47, those who are coming to you to sign a memorandum of understanding with the gun, that their men can come with their cows, with their goats, with their sheep, with AK-47 to graze on your crops, to graze on your land, to take over your bushes, you still love them, you are scared, and you are doing a partnership with them. FFK, Femi Kayode said they now have a special mutual relationship with the North. The Yorubas now have a special mutual relationship with the Northern people. Despite he's married to a Biafran woman, one of the best women from Biafra, a woman when they chant her like Popo, a beautiful girl. You came to Biafra land, you married the most beautiful amongst us, yet you hate us with a passion. Those guys don't know their history anymore. So this white man asking Ikechukwu, do you know your history? Today, I am redirecting that question to the Yorubas, not all of them. It makes no sense that you sold me a land, you sold me a house. I bought the house off you. It became my property. I chose to break it down and I built a more beautiful edifice, something more beautiful towards my taste. And now you are somewhere in America. You have used the money I paid you to go to America. You have used the money I paid you to go to Japan, to go to Australia, to go to Canada, to go to UK. And now you are looking at the house that you sold to me, the house that made you to travel to America, the house that made you travel abroad. You are now looking at the house and now you are angry with me. You are jealous with me that the house is beautiful. You are angry that I have made the house more beautiful. It is now my property. I have the right to do whatever I want to do with that house. Why are you angry with me that I have a land in Lagos State? to the Yorubas in London. I keep saying it. Hello. Not all the Yorubas, the Afonjas who don't know the history of the Yoruba. Afonjas in London, hello. The chicken has come home to roost. How do you feel? Seeing the white man telling you to go back home. How do you feel in London? In the whole of the UK? They look at you, they tell you, go back home. Even though you have a British passport, go back home. Even though you have a work permit, they are saying go back home. Even though you have came there to school, you are paying your school fees, they are telling you to go back home. How does it feel? That's a taste of the insult you give to the Igbos when you say the Igbos must go. Because in the case of the Igbos, you guys claim you believe in one Nigeria. It means Igbo by proxy, they are part of Nigeria. You guys claim you believe in one Nigeria. We have tried to go. We say, allow us to go. You said no. So by proxy, until we get our new country, we are still part of that so-called Nigeria, according to your government. But every now and then you say the Igbos must go. How do you feel now that Britain or Igbo man, they tell you, say, you guys must go. The Arabs, the Asians, the Indians, those with brown and black skin must leave Britain. How do you feel? That's a taste of your own medicine. The embarrassment. You are in a train station. You feel embarrassed. Oyibo come to you. Go back to your fucking country. Go back to your shithole country. We don't want you here. He doesn't care if you have a passport or not. He doesn't care if you were born in Britain or not. As long as you're a black man or a brown man, he is saying, go back to your country. How do you feel? You are having a taste of your own medicine because you don't know your history. The same way this man asked Ikechukwu, I hope you know your history. See, at the end, we the Biafrans will be justified. And by God's grace, from 2nd of December, when we have our nation, God have mercy. That's when the truth will be revealed. We will now see those when they draw country down or those when they uplift country, because Biafra will be uplifted. There will be business everywhere. There will be seaports littered everywhere. There will be no tribalism to keep one seaport in Lagos. There will be no tribalism in that way. Whatever you know how to do will support you to be the best in that. Will support you to have a competitive advantage over your rivals around the whole world. That's how a thinking nation with a thinking economy behaves. Not a project with a tribalistic way of thinking. The Igbos, they are the king of business. After China, the Igbos are next. I could even say the Chinese, they learned it from us, because when China was growing, Igbos began to buy goods there. We opened their eyes, say, so this thing can be done in large quantity? Who are these buyers? They are from Africa. They are known as the Igbos. Okay. And they are asking us to produce in large quantity. Why don't we copy what they are doing and do it on a larger quantity around the whole world? The Chinese government, they ran with it. The same way in Amazon. Amazon now is one of the richest companies around the whole world. The owner is a billionaire. He's one of the richest in the world. I will tell you, some time ago, I was selling some gadgets in Amazon, making mad profit, making mad money. I buy the goods from China. I sell on Amazon. But Amazon, they were studying what I was doing. And the next thing, they stopped me from selling those stuff while they now produce their own. I said, whoa, Lord have mercy. They said, if I want to sell, I can only sell their own product. The same thing I was selling from China. They cut me off. They went to the supplier from China. They put a brand on it, Amazon. And the rest was history. They cut me off. But thank God, I've already made abnormal profit. They saw it because they have the information. They have the back end information and data. So, okay, this guy is making sales in this thing. Okay, this product is selling. It is hot selling. Let us find a way to go to the supplier, then stop him from selling. So we'll not be the ones to sell. That's the problem with Amazon. is different from eBay. Those that use eBay for business, Amazon is different because Amazon is owned by somebody and they have a back-end data. They can tell the products that are selling very, very well, and they will stop you in the act, and next thing they'll produce their own. From tablet, you have the Amazon Kindle and the rest of them. And now the owner of Amazon is a multi-billionaire. Forget story, I digress. Let's take it back to this man, where he asked Ikechukwu, do you know your history? Do you know your history? After he told him everything, he now asked him, do you know your history? Listen.
Wow. You know your history?
I do, and sounds like you do too. I know my history. I'm not a Gen Z or a millennial. I know my history. Wow, this is incredible. This is definitely worth the Uber ride, 100,000%. Jeez. Give me some more, man. Give me some more.
No. You give me some more.
Some more.
Boom! This man now done, like a footballer. He's now doing a JJ Okocha on this guy. This guy say, oh, give me some more knowledge. I want to soak your knowledge. Give me some more. He said, no, you. Give me some moi. Moi now. That's a moi now. Give me some moi. Hey, God, this man don't study us well. In the spirit, he came as a mercenary to do a job. He was housed in a hotel in Kaduna. Him and his colleagues, those that were, pilots, they were dropping the bombs. In the morning, they make their breakfast, drink beer, they chop their food, enter plane, go drop bomb, come back. You'll be wondering, where is this bomb dropping from? Where is the plane coming from? He has just revealed to us what was happening. And now, he said, give me more knowledge. Give me more. He said, no, you give me some moi. That's a very good way of dropping a knowledge. He shows you that he knows you in and out. Oh, God, have mercy. Continue.
What I really want is pounded yam.
Oh, my God.
No lumps. Real,
real pounded yam.
What I really want is pounded yam. No lumps in the pounded yam. Real pounded yam. Oh my God. This man even know the lumps. If your wife no cook well during those days, you will see some lump. Some seed inside the pounded yam. That's not good. He wants a real pounded yam. No lump. Now, do you now see how he moved from Kaduna? After some few years, he came back. And now he has resettled in Biafra land. As an act of restitution. An act of penance. Those I have made all these years. Those I have dropped bombs on all these years. Let me go back to them and stay with them. They are the good people. I now know the history about Biafra. Let me go and stay with them. Let me abode with them. Now he loves the food. He loves the beer. He now knows we have the best beer, the Golden Guinea. Lord have mercy. Now he's talking about pounded yam. Make I chop pounded yam. I don't want the one when get lump. Give me the one when you get lump. End here. Make like the head they go. Listen.
So, what's your favorite soup?
I like bitter leaf.
Bitter leaf. Any other one? But that's it. That's the favorite one.
Some people like egusi, but
it's too cliche for you.
Yeah.
Boom! What did you're a good question here. I love that question you asked him. He said, tell me about your favorite soup. He said, I love bitter leaf. Any other one? Some people say they love egusi, but it's too, because that melon, sometimes you both don't like the melon. You know what I mean? But bitter leaf is healthy. So for him to know bitter leaf soup, it means this man has gone deep. So this is our brother Ikechukwu, keeping it real. Let us hear what he's got to say. My name is Ikechukwu. My brother, man, let me hear you more. Listen.
I'm actually just getting blown. My mind is getting blown by my Uber driver right now who just said Kedu to me.
Wow.
Now blow my mind, boss.
Can you split this for me, please?
What's that?
My nails are too weak.
Oh.
Boom! Can you split this for me, please? My nails are too weak. This one then, I be grand opening, grand closing. This man can't give him cola nut, making split am for him because in nails they too weak. And in the Igbo culture, the only elders they break the kola nut, but the only time an elder will pass the kola nut is when their nails they too weak. They have arthritis or what they call it, where their hand they pain them. That's the only time you pass the kola nut to someone younger to break the kola nut. Hey! And this man just said, can you break the kola nut for me, please? My nails are too weak. Hey, God, oh God, you can't go this. God, I can't believe this. God is amazing. You see, Nigerian zoo government, they deliberately took away the history from the classes. They took away history from the schools so that the new generation, they were blaming the Igbos for everything. But a mercenary who came and got the knowledge while it was fresh, they retained the knowledge. And today, this man don't tell us what's in there. If you're ready, make we see what happen when in give Ikechukwu the kola nuts to break. Make we hear what in Ikechukwu talk. This one pass me very, very funny. Make we now watch the wisdom when Ikechukwu talk for this one and the reference when the Oyibo man can give him. If you are ready, let's go there. Listen.
Oh my God.
Split it for me. I need some. I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. I'm
chairman. I can't even refer to you as anything other than chairman.
Boom. Right now, I cannot refer to you with any other name but chairman. You are now my chairman. Because he who brings cola brings life. That's our culture. He who brings cola brings life. So now you must call him chairman. That's to show you how humble we are, how respectful we are to anybody. As long as you are following the traits of the culture, you understand the rules and regulations when it comes to our tradition, we can call you a chairman. Igwe chairman. You see him? That's who we are. Biafra, come close. Biafra, come near. Biafra, come abode. Biafra, you are welcome. Biafra, come to us. Biafra, come and stay. Biafra, come and abode. Biafra, come to the land. Biafra, if you are a traveler, come and stay here. What you call Airbnb. That was the slogan of Biafra during those days. A rest place. You are welcome. Everybody's welcome to the land. There was no tribalism in Biafra land. Biafra means Bia. Bia means come. Fra means come near, come close, come to us. Eh? In French, those that in economy they say laissez-passer, laissez-faire, laissez-passer, a free trade, a free exit, a free entry. That was Biafra, the economy of Biafra. We're running a laissez-faire economy. Oyibo. It means a fair trade. Come with your business. Come and do trade by barter. It's okay. If you're a foreigner, you are welcome. Hello, how are you? Okay. Do you have rice? I have beans. Do you have goats? I have chicken. Eh? Do you have fish? I have eggs. Aqua. Eh? With the egg and yam, you can cook, fried egg or yam and egg. What we call akwaji. Oh my God. I'm going deeper. I'm going deeper with this one. That's who we are. That's the culture the Fulani Cabal, they spinned around. That's the culture the Jagaban and the rest of them, they are turning around and they are blaming the Igbos. You saw us all across Nigeria because we believed in your one Nigeria during that time. Our culture permitted us to trust you. When you say one Nigeria, we had to believe in you because in us, it is in it for us to believe because that's who we are. That's who we are. Don't allow what God gave us to become a bad thing. Don't spin it around and say it's bad. If you say you are one Nigeria, it means anybody can live anywhere in Nigeria. And we took your words. No victor, no vanquish. We took your words. We believed in you, and we now spread around. There was no seaport in the east. Okay, we'll come to Lagos and do business there because there is seaport there. And it is cheaper in terms of the transit cost. Oh my God. Man, Biafrans, man, you guys should be proud. When it comes to business, we are number one. When it comes to intellectual, look at me. See the way they break this down. We are number one. We are the best. But they lie to you, say the Igbo man are only business we do. They brought it down to just business. Say the Igbos, now money. No, we are intellectuals. We are scholars on the highest level. But they will lie to you. The Igbo man, now business is Abi. The business is just part of the trade. That's the easiest part for us. There's something called business science, the science of business. Now, only two people have that thing for this world. We and the Jews. Business science. Now, only two peoples sabiam for this world. We, the Biafrans, and the Jews. The only two people. But the other people, they know what they call business studies. The study of the business. Business studies means to study business. Business science means the science of business. The science of business. Now we Sabiam. And the Jews, they know it as well. The other tribes, the other nations around the whole world, they study the business, they study us. Oh, the Igbo man is coming to China to buy these goods. Where is he selling it to? Okay. He told me to do what they call, to send this good to somewhere else. I now know where he's supplying to. I will now manufacture my own, put my own brand and sell. That was what they did to us in China. And China now is great because they did what they had to do. I told about the story of Amazon. How I was buying goods from China, selling on Amazon. I was making lots of profit. They now saw it, say, okay. He's making sales, so where is he getting it from? They blocked me, they make the same product, and they told me, to sell this product, you must sell our own brand now. You buy from us now. And the profit was now low. The profit became rubbish. Something that somebody can buy for cheap. You buy low and sell high. Now they came as a middleman and blocked me off because I'm using their platform. Not just me, many of us, man. I said, okay, I understand. But I came with the science. I knew about it, but they studied me and they blocked it. So that is the difference between business science and business studies. In business science, you don't have to go to school to learn it. It is innate in you. It is inside of you. It's part of your DNA. It is who you are. Oh my God, have mercy. Ikechukwu, let's continue from here, I beg. Share this cola nut. Let me see what you did with the cola nuts. Listen.
Oh, my mind, boss.
Can you split this for me, please?
What's that?
My nails are too weak.
Oh my God.
Split it for me. I need some. I'm hungry. I'm thirsty.
Chairman. I can't even refer to you as anything other than chairman now. Chairman. Chairman just gave me cola nuts. Oh my God. Do you know how spiritual this is right now?
Tell him.
If you split it and share it with me, we will be friends.
But in my tradition, I cannot split this cola and share it with you because you are older than me. Yes.
My nails are too weak.
Okay, so hopefully
I need to have more pounded yam and bitter leaf soup. My nails are too weak,
Oh my God, he said my nails are too weak,
My nails are too weak, He now told him, say, no, I gave you the right to do one because my nails are too weak, I need to eat some more pounded yam and bitter leaf soup. My nails are too weak, This man, they drop gems and knowledge. To Ikechukwu, let's wrap it up. Listen.
Jesus, this is a man that has lived in Nigeria before, or dated or married a Nigerian woman before, or something.
Like maybe I lived in Port Harcourt.
You see,
Jesus.
Maybe I was a chopa at the university, huh?
There you go. Hold on there. Something. He now said something, but this man was being clever and careful. He says, maybe I lived in Port Harcourt. Maybe I was a lecturer in Port Harcourt. But you and I know, say, the first time he came, 2 months, February, 2 months to the war, he was based in Kaduna. That's the revelation. But this man turned around. He turned his life around and said, no, I fought the wrong war. The Biafrans, they are the good guys. As Simon Ekpa is not the good guy. They are the good guy. I will go back there as a form of restitution. Oh my God. Hi, man. Knowledge is good, man. Knowledge is power. Study. You must study all day and night. It will pay off at the end. Knowledge is power. Oh my God. I pat myself at the back all the time. My knowledge has paid off. It has paid off. Let's continue. You can't joke, you're so funny. In a crack joke, the guy blow your mind at me. No be juju with that. You can't joke, don't laugh. Say, you were blown away. You were mesmerized, man, by that man. You were blown away by an Uber tag. Oh my God. An ordinary Uber driver, as they would say. Oh. But look at the knowledge this guy just dropped. In less than 4 minutes. Look at all the gems, all the knowledge. This alone, if our children can watch this video, they will understand the hidden history of Biafra and the Biafran War. That some mercenaries were flown from Kaduna. They'll be in a hotel. They are drinking their breakfast. Then they chop their egg, their bread. They enjoy life in the morning. Then go enter their fighter jet. Then go fly to Biafra land. Drop bombs. Dropping bombs means they are buying souls. Dropping bombs means they are burning down the villages. Once they are done, they fly back and they come for their lunch and dinner. They sleep. They wake up again. They do the same thing. Day in, day out. We thank God. Today, we don't know, say, those bombers with the bomb also. Not just the Russians, so, as they were trying to say. No. They were more than that. Not just Britain and Russia. No, they were more than that. Mercenaries. Okay. For those who love to get it fresh and they are very, slow thinkers, I will take this to the beginning and just play it for you all to listen to the story. It is good just to hear for yourself what this man said from the beginning to the end. Listen.
But I first showed up in Nigeria in February of 1967.
What?
It was 2 months before Odemegu Ojukwu decided he wanted to have his own country.
Wow, you were in Nigeria right before Biafra.
Right before the Biafran War started.
What?
I lived in Kaduna then.
Wow, you were in the north.
I was in Kaduna, and there were mercenaries there at a hotel called the Hamdallah Hotel. They'd get up in the morning, have breakfast, they'd fly over Biafra, drop bombs, and be back in time for lunch.
Wow. Wow. This is just wow.
And then since then, lots of changes.
Yeah.
No more 4 regions, 12 states. Then they went to 20 states.
Yeah.
Now they've got 37 or something.
This is crazy. This is incredible. This is incredible.
And I was there when Murtala Muhammad was assassinated. I remember when they caught Dimka.
Yeah.
It was around Abakaliki.
Abakaliki, yeah.
He was trying to, dressed as a shepherd, I think, and running off toward Cameroon.
Wow.
And the best beer in Nigeria is not Star Beer. And the best beer in Nigeria is not Star Beer.
What
the
is
best
it?
beer is an Umuahia.
What's it called? Golden Guinea?
Yes, Golden Guinea. Golden Guinea. Of Umuahia.
Wow.
And the worst beer is in Kano. Great statesman of Nigeria.
Namdi.
Along with Awolowo and Tafewa Balewa.
Wow.
You know your history?
I do, and sounds like you do too. I know my history. I'm not a Gen Z or a millennial. I know my history. Wow, this is incredible. This is definitely worth the Uber ride, 100,000%. Jeez. Give me some more, man. Give me some more.
No. You give me some moi.
Some moi.
What I really want is pounded yam.
Oh my God.
No lumps. Real.
He said no lumps. Real pounded yam. So, what's your favorite soup?
I like bitter leaf.
Bitter leaf. Any other one? Well, that's it. That's the favorite one.
Some people like egusi, but
it's too cliche for you.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, I'm actually just getting blown. My mind is getting blown by my Uber driver right now, who just said "Kedu" to me. Now blow my mind, boss.
Can you split this for me, please?
What's that?
My nails are too weak.
Oh my God.
Split it for me. I need some. I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. I'm tired.
Chairman. I can't even refer to you as anything other than chairman now. Chairman just gave me cola nuts. Oh my God. Do you know how spiritual this is right now?
If you split it and share it with me, we will be friends.
But in my tradition, I cannot split this cola and share it with you because you are older than me. Yes.
My nails are too weak.
Okay, so hopefully
I need to have more pounded yam and bitter leaf soup. My nails are too weak, oh.
Oh my God, he said my nails are too weak, oh. Jesus, this is a man that has lived in Nigeria before, or dated or married a Nigerian woman before, or something. Something.
Like maybe I lived in Port Harcourt.
Jesus.
Maybe I was at Choba at the university, huh?
What?
And
I went to school, ladies.
Hold it there, my people. I rest my case. Thanks, a big thanks to our brother Kodi Kechiku. You've done us proud with this one. For the fact you captured this in video and not just to enjoy it and let it go. You shared it with the whole world. A big shout out to a comrade, a colleague in the rap game. My man, Ikechuku. Respect to you, man. Respect to you. Don't worry, very soon, Biafra will be here. When Biafra comes, we shall all go back home to enjoy Biafra land. And I hope this man can also come and revisit, revisit the motherland and enjoy the Golden Guinea, the pounded yam without lumps and bitter leaf. Oh, happy days. Oh, happy days when Biafra comes. We shall rejoice in the sun because we are children of the sun. Oh my God. I can't wait for Biafra. I can't wait for the 2nd of December, 2024. Oh, happy days when Biafra comes. We shall rejoice in the sun because we are children of the rising sun. From me, from here, for now, I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I remain yours truly, Biafra, Superstars Media. I am glad a foreigner has told us the truth. I am glad a foreigner has revealed the truth about what really happened during the Biafran War and also some other things. Lord have mercy. I'm so happy. It came from a foreigner. Our God is good. From me, from here, for now, I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I remain yours truly, Biafra, Superstars Media. God bless you. Bye-bye. Yeah, Biafra, Biafra. Yeah, Superstar Media. Tell me about Biafra. We going back to the motherland. Tell me about Biafra. I wanna know. Tell me about Biafra. We going back to the motherland. Tell me about Biafra, Biafra. I wanna know. We going back to the land. We going back to the motherland. Biafra, Biafra. Tell me about Biafra. We going back to the land. Tell me about Biafra. We going back to the motherland. Tell me about Biafra, Biafra. Tell me about Biafra. We going back to the land. Yeah, Biafra, Biafra is the freedom. Yeah, Biafra, Biafra. Let it be known, we're here for the throne. Biafra, we going home. Yeah, yeah. Mazi and Ambekanu, Mazi Ekpa, Prime Minister Biafra. You know he does it better. I'm looking all strapped up in this game, Biafra soldier. Let my name be known, nigga. I'm the soldier. Yeah, yeah. I'm fighting for liberation. I'm fighting for the people. I'm fighting for my freedom. Yeah, yeah. We fight for Biafra. Let it be known, cause we're straight from Africa. Yeah, the black nation, the creation of God. I am the lion, it's taking it hard. We're fighting for the freedom.